Hi there everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's pick a card is going to be about what do people notice about you when you first enter the room. This is going to be a general collective reading, so take the messages that resonates with you and leave the rest. As usual, I've prepared two piles in front of you guys, pile number 1 and pile number 2. Choose the pile that you feel most intuitively drawn to. You might also feel attracted to more than one pile. The specific timestamps are there in the descriptions as well as the comments below. And for personal bookings, you guys can contact me in my email mentioned. Alright, let's get started. Hi there, my pile ones. This is going to be your reading. Make sure that this is a general collective reading. Not every message is going to resonate with you. So take the messages that resonates with you and leave the rest. Let's see, what do people notice about you when you first enter the room? What do people notice about you when you first enter the room? We have the Ten of Pentacles. With the Ten of Pentacles, I feel when you first enter the room, people almost immediately get this feeling that you come from wealth, you come from luxury, okay? Maybe someone who has generational wealth, someone who gives off this really abundance, rich girl vibes. You can either come from legacy. If that is not the case, then maybe you give this sense of, someone who is an entrepreneur, someone who is a self-made man or a woman, okay? Someone who is really well established in their career, okay? You almost give this feeling of someone who has a lot of wealth to really take care of their family, who can really take care of their own resources, someone who is a money multiplier. So immediately when people look at you, maybe the way you dress or the way you look or maybe the way you present yourself, there is something about, luxury screaming out. Maybe you guys own a lot of designer bags, jewelries, makeup, okay? Let's get some more messages. What do people notice about you immediately when you enter a room? Then we have the King of Pentacles. My God, we have back-to-back Pentacles energy. So what people notice about you is that your element of abundance, your element of creating wealth, your element of creating legacy for yourself, okay? Really rich, really dominant, someone who is practical, someone who is all about money making, someone who is all about business, okay? Maybe you guys, some of you guys can literally be influencers, I feel. Maybe you guys eat at really fancy restaurants, okay? For some of you guys, I'm also getting some of you guys can really be in modeling. I don't know, do you guys do ramp shows? Fashion designing is also what I'm feeling. But overall, the way you present yourself, it is about business. It is about practicality. People almost get influenced by your knowledge. Like when people look at you, they feel like this person might be really, really knowledgeable. This person knows how to deal with finance. This person knows all about business, okay? For some of you, I'm also getting you might have a really serious demeanor where you're all about your professional and work life. So when people almost see you, maybe some of you guys like wearing blazers, suits, a lot of formal dresses. So people immediately get this feeling that this person is really well read, this person is really well researched. Then we also have the Knight of Cups. With the Knight of Cups, I feel a lot of people immediately get this feeling, maybe you will make a very good wife, maybe you'll make a very good husband, okay? Someone who might get a lot of proposals for marriage. Maybe a lot of people want to date you, okay? I'm also getting this feeling every time someone looks at you, the first thing that crosses their mind is this person single? Or if this person is dating someone, how is that person gonna look? What does that person do? People almost want to know what your dating standards are, okay? What values do you bring? And when people look at you, I'm also getting this sense of a bit of intimidation, okay? Like a lot of people of your opposite gender might feel that you have really high standards when it comes to dating, okay? You're not just a person who is interested in materialism and wealth, but also you are someone who might give importance to their values, their ethics, okay? Like that is what people in general feel, because since you already give that demeanor of someone who comes from wealth, someone who is already doing well enough in their career, so people can't really just impress you by throwing money around, okay? A lot of people might also have crush on you, okay? Instantly when you enter the room, people are like curious. So for some of you, I'm also getting people want to get your number. For example, if you are in a place where there is like a common group of friends, okay, and someone really sees you across and they go to their friend like, oh my god, who is this person? We want their number, we want to date them, we want to text them, we want to get to know them even better, okay? That is what I feel. We have the Five of Cups. With the Five of Cups, I feel people feel that you are the kind of a person who minds their own business, okay? You might not be someone who likes to socialize too much. You might not have a very strong group of friends. There is something about you that gives this feeling of isolation, secluded, you know, someone who is a lone wolf, okay? Someone who doesn't really need much attention. Maybe you keep to yourself, maybe you're busy with yourself. For some of you guys, I'm also getting maybe you like eating alone, going out on places, you know, exploring things alone. For some of you guys, I'm also getting that you guys might be extremely introverted, okay? Not someone who goes out of the house too often, okay? Someone who is very busy in their own home, okay? Decorating, having a nice meal, spending a good day, maybe healing, okay? Someone who is taking therapeutic spa at home, someone who likes to stay in, someone who likes to read books, someone who likes to listen to music. Like, that is the feeling that people get, okay? Also, for some of you, I don't know if I've said this, but a lot of people are really scared to approach you. Like, they don't want their expectations to be hurt. They don't want to come towards you with something silly, is what I'm getting. Let's get some more messages. What do people notice about you when you first enter the room? Then we also have the Page of Pentacles. My god, Pentacles is dominating this pile. See, with this Page of Pentacles also, people notice that you have this really young energy, full of vitality, okay? For some of you guys, I'm feeling you guys can look really young compared to your age. Also, if some of you are, you know, students right now, okay, maybe you attend events, maybe you attend seminars, okay, where I'm getting this feeling of someone who is teaching people, or someone who is sharing their wisdom, who is sharing their knowledge. So, you know, a lot of people also kind of get attracted to you by that quality. Like, almost when people see you, they have this feeling that you must be a know-it-all. For some of you guys, I'm feeling if you are currently enrolled in a school, institution, or an organization where you know, you are in this group where you take similar courses, so a lot of people also feel like you'll be doing really well in your academics. Someone who gives this, you know, class topper energy. Yes, and I feel a lot of your mentors are really impressed by you as well. For some of you, I'm also getting that you guys might come from a family background where everyone is really well educated, everyone has got their graduation, good degrees, okay? So people kind of assume that you are a smarty pant, you are a know-it-all. Let's get some more messages. What do people notice about you immediately when you enter the room? Okay, we have the Tower. Clarify the Tower. And then we have the Two of Wands. With the Tower and the Two of Wands, what I feel, people almost get this feeling of instant shock, okay? If you're also the kind of a person who looks really good, okay? Like, people don't really expect you to be so knowledgeable, so powerful, someone who has a lot of wisdom. Also, if you guys don't come from privilege, if you guys have really, you know, struggled a lot to make it whatever it takes for you, so a lot of people are also really shocked to find that you have come along such a long way. Like, people almost have this assumption, maybe things are handed to you, maybe you got lucky, maybe things just magically work out for you, okay? But you know, there is something about you where you have worked on yourself, where you have done the grooming, okay? Where academically, physically, it could be anything, literally. I'm also getting this feeling when people come up to talk to you, that is when they actually understand the depth of your knowledge. Let's get some more messages. What do people notice about you when you enter the room? Then we have the Three of Cups. With the Three of Cups energy also, what I feel is you, my pile number one, are someone who can celebrate your life alone. You don't need too much company. Someone who gives this sense of self-sufficiency. Maybe you guys have gone through a really tough emotional journey. Maybe people haven't been really honest with you, but whatever. People also kind of around you notice that sense of, you know, someone who is really hurt, someone who is really depressed, but they don't really show it. Like someone who covers up all their pain and, you know, tries to distract themselves with their money, with their career, with their job. And like when people almost notice you, they feel like you are not the kind of a person who would open up that easily. Okay, you would really take your time, you would have those boundaries. For some of you, I'm also getting a lot of people might feel that you don't have a lot of friends. Someone who gives this lone wolf energy. Let's get some more. Okay, then we have the Justice card. With Justice also, I feel if you guys have been, I don't know, participated in a debate, seminar, or maybe if you guys have this habit of talking to people, conversing with people, people feel that your sense of judgment is very right. Someone who gives this, you know, energy of discernment, someone who knows what is right and what is wrong. Okay, I'm getting a very strong Libra energy from this pile. Also, you are the kind of a person who dresses really well, like someone who knows to dress for the occasion, if you know what I mean. Like you are not the kind of a person who would, you know, show up in formals to a birthday party or when you're going out clubbing, if you know what I mean. You know where to dress for the occasion, and that is also what people notice about you when you first enter the room. All right, my pile number one, that was the reading that I was able to make it for you guys. Hope you guys have resonated. If you guys did, don't forget to like, share, comment, and for personal bookings you guys can contact me in my email mentioned below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hi there, my pile tools. This is going to be your reading. This is a general collective reading, so take the message that resonates with you and leave the rest. Let's see, what do people notice about you when you first enter the room? We have the Fool, and then we have the Knight of Swords. With the Fool and the Knight of Swords, I feel you give this energy of someone who is an extremely fun-loving person, someone who is always going out, someone who is extroverted. Also, I'm getting this feeling of someone who really wants to take that risk, okay? Someone who really wants to go out and live their life to the fullest. Someone who doesn't really is scared to take action, initiation, okay? Someone who is overly expressive. My God, this is a completely different message from pile number one, okay? Like, you are the kind of a person, my pile number twos, who would say what they feel. Okay, you don't take things very seriously. Also, you give this vibe of someone who knows how to socialize, someone who can really make anyone their friends. Okay, you are the kind of a person when people look at you, they feel like you bring that energy, you bring that vitality. Okay, you almost cheer people up. For some of you, I'm also getting you guys could be a good motivator. Okay, like when people first notice you, what they feel like, there was something, like for example, if there was something missing in a room and you enter and the energy completely shifts, right? That is what you bring to the table. That is what people first notice about you. So for some of you guys, I'm also getting you guys might be really loud. Okay, let's get some more. What do people notice about you when you first enter the room? Then we have the Eight of Wands, and then we have the World. So with the Eight of Wands and the World also is what I intuitively feel. See, you are the kind of person who is always about action, always about initiation, okay? Maybe you are the kind of person who always initiates plans in a group, in a setting, okay? Always nudging your friends, nudging everyone to experiment, okay? Someone who lives a very carefree life, okay? Someone who wants to explore the world. I'm also getting this feeling of maybe some of you guys visit a lot of foreign countries, a foreign travel, okay? You know how to make friends with the locals over there. Like if you are a tourist visiting a country, the locals are going to be your fan. For some of you guys, I'm also getting this feeling maybe you guys are bilingual, or if you come from a different country, you almost give me this feeling of someone who is a people's person, someone who understands people around them, someone who wants to, like you, my pile number 2 would be this person, like whenever you meet up strangers, you would ask about their journey, you would ask about their stories. You are the kind of a person who would be very upfront, you know, talking to them. You are the conversation initiator is what I feel. Let's get some more messages. Then we have the 5 of Wands. Clarify the 5 of Wands. With the 5 of Wands and the 4 of Cups, I'm getting 2 messages from here. If you are the kind of a person who loves to bargain, so a lot of, I don't know, maybe you are a tourist, maybe you visit a lot of places, so a lot of locals might get really mad at you. They might be scared of you. Oh my god, my pile 2 is here. Now this person is gonna, you know, bargain and tell us to reduce the prices, and we don't want that. So people are kind of a bit scared of you. Okay, and I'm also getting this feeling of when people first notice you, they feel like you are the kind of a person who would really help them get out of the depressing moments, their depressing experiences. Like they feel like they can open up to you, they feel like trust on you, rely on you. Okay, I'm also getting one more message that if you guys are extremely extroverted, some of your introverted friends might be really annoyed of you. I don't know, maybe there is something about your energy that is like so extreme that, you know, when you push people too much, I'm getting this feeling of some people really getting mad at you. Okay, also I'm getting one more feeling, since you have this you know, extremely straightforward extroverted nature of yours, a lot of people, you know, might judge you for being too loud, judge you for being too much. Maybe you like having a lot of fun, that is like your normal character, and there is nothing wrong with that, right? If you are someone who loves to have fun, that is you, that makes you you, right? I'm also getting this feeling that, you know, some people might stare at you really awkwardly and, I don't know, judge this person, like what is he or she even doing, what are they even saying. Like if you have this habit of cracking really bad jokes in the wrong moment, and suddenly there is like this group of people staring at you, so that is also the kind of feeling that I'm getting from this pile. Let's get some more messages. For some of you guys, I'm also getting, if you don't have a very unique style of dressing, okay, like you love to experiment, your attire is something very loud, okay, so a lot of people around you might also, you know, judge you for that. Maybe you guys love wearing a lot of vibrant colors, like something about you is giving that loud energy, like your presence cannot be ignored, my pile number 2, and that is the reality. Like I don't know, do you guys wear a lot of fluorescent dresses? Maybe you guys have really colored hair, okay, like you are not the kind of a person who would go unnoticed in a crowd. People almost can spot you from afar. So that is the energy that I'm getting. Let's get some more messages. What do people notice about you? We were just talking about being the highlight of the life, highlight of the party, and we have the sun card. My god, you shine like a bright sun, my pile number 2. It is so hard to ignore you. I feel like a lot of people choosing this pile can be Leo, okay? Leo, or maybe Sagittarius or Aries, okay? Someone who has that main character energy, someone who steals attention. So I feel a lot of people might also feel insecure around you. Like how does this person always steals the gaze, okay? For some of you guys, I'm also getting this feeling, if you guys always talk about trending topics, okay, like you are the kind of a person who has all the gossips and you know about other people, and people almost, you know, gather around you to know what's going on. So that is also how you kind of steal the attention. Then we have the Hanged Man. Okay, with the Hanged Man also I'm getting, don't get triggered, this is just their perception. I feel since you are so carefree, since you express whatever you want to express. Some people, when they notice you, they feel like you might not have strong sense of empathy. Maybe you are not very understanding. Maybe you are just way too much. Okay, you don't have to take this message if you don't want to. Pile number 2 is not someone who is going to introspect. For example, in a institution or a school, a teacher comes and scolds you, okay, for doing something wrong, for making a mischief, and there is like almost no sense of introspection inside of you. You're still having fun, you're still taking it very casually, you're still taking it very lightly. Okay. So a lot of people also have this kind of perception. Why am I throwing my cards around? Guys, did I just not talk about you gossiping around? Maybe you keep all these receipts, okay? You know what's going around. I don't know, are you guys one of those nosy neighbors? Even if you are, that's just you, okay? I don't have any complaint. Yeah, people almost rely on you. People want to get to know about your opinion. People want to be, I almost get this feeling of people wants to have this, sneak peek about what's going on in someone else's life. You hold the information. Are the kind of a person, when people look at you, people feel like you would hold a group together. You have that, capability to hold the friend group together. Like, when you are not around, there is something missing. Like, you are like a salt, okay? Like, no matter how tasty and how good the food is, like, without salt it tastes really bland, right? You need to have that element. So you are basically that missing piece, that missing element. I'm also getting this feeling that when you are not around for a very long time, a lot of people who are, very accustomed to you, they might have this feeling of missing you, okay? There is something that is not really making sense. Where is my pile number 2? So people really want you. That was the message that I was able to channelize, my pile number 2s. Hope you guys have resonated. If you guys did, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. And if you guys want a personal booking, you guys can reach me out in my email mentioned. Bye, and I'll see you guys in the next one.